What's up, Eliott family of 7 plus the Fire Squad? Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Because why? Because we coming with that fire content every single day. Hey, y'all. So today, I'm bringing y'all a very serious video. I am feeling much better now. I'm still on the road to recovering, but today's video is very serious, and it follows the video that posted yesterday. So yesterday, y'all seen how it was like for A-Train and the kids to be home without me. I was, started off with a phone consultation with my doctor, which led to, me telling her what my symptoms were, which she had me come in and do blood work. And then the very next day, she got my blood work results back. She called me, and that's what if you didn't watch the video from yesterday, you definitely should start there. And it shows a little bit about where I'm on the phone with the doctor, and she's telling me, you're in critical condition. You need to go straight to the hospital immediately to get an IV potassium replacement done. So I suffer from hypokalemia. Hypokalemia basically is low potassium. Potassium is a very, very, very important chemical in your body that is basically functioning of your nerves and your muscles. The biggest muscle in our body is our heart. So that is the biggest thing that it does affect. It affects your legs, your arms, everything, but the biggest one of all is your heart. So I've been having chest pains for previous nights before. This kind of has been going on. And also, let me back up. I've been diagnosed with hypokalemia about 11 years ago. So, but it's never been this severe where I was hospitalized. When your chest hurts, your muscle kind of has like a cramp. So y'all know how it is when you have a cramp in your legs. It hurts bad. Just imagine it being your chest, and you don't know if it's a heart attack or whatnot. So you go to the emergency room. Fast forward, I went straight to the emergency room. I told them, what my levels were. It was a 2.7, and that was based off of my blood work the previous day. And I was having chest pain, so they put me as a priority patient. I was called back. They did an EKG immediately. They got me in bed immediately. I was like pushed to the front. Then they started me on magnesium. Magnesium and potassium kind of work hand in hand. So I started with the IV magnesium. I also took an oral potassium drink, which was super, super nasty. And I was given it with water. I could barely drink it, but they were like, you gotta do this. So I did that, and then they finally started the IV potassium. Y'all, when I say that IV potassium burns, baby, it burns bad. I'm a person who can handle a lot of pain. I got plenty of tattoos. I'm not scared of no needles, none of that. I've been on IVs plenty of times. Y'all, I have 5 kids. I've been to the hospital. I've been on bed rest for 2 weeks at a time with an IV in my arm. Been through it, done that. But never, ever experienced anything like potassium IV replacement. The guy said, okay, it's going to burn a little bit. Let me know if it gets too uncomfortable. He puts the IV in. I was like, okay, I feel the burn. Sometimes they say it's going to burn and it ain't really burn. No. It started intensifying so bad. You're going to see it in the video. I decided to record myself while I was going through some of the pain because I didn't know what was going to happen. At that same time, I guess me and A-Train are so connected. He called me, and I was crying. I don't normally cry like for something like that. Like, I can deal with pain. And he was like, what's wrong? And I told them they just started the IV. Well, he started Googling stuff, and he was like, oh my God, take it out. I was like, I can't take my IV. And he was like, no, like something's not right. The nurse I was hooked up to, a monitor where they can see it at their desk, their nurse station. They seen my heart rate like jump bad. They rushed in there. They hurry up and stopped it. Come to find out, he did not dilute the IV, not even a little bit. It was pure IV potassium. I guess I started to go into cardiac arrest if he didn't stop it in time. He was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I should have put the, I guess like the IV bag. He should have diluted it or mixed it or let some of the IV, the regular IV bag drip first and then let the potassium drip to try to take away some of the burn. He was like, I seen your heart racing so bad and it jumped like, so he fixed the problem. Now, I think I went through with it for like 5 minutes. Those were the worst 5 minutes of my freaking life. I felt like my veins were, somebody was shoving a fist through my vein. It was horrible. So that's going to be, you'll see a little parts of it in the video where I'm trying to take the pain. Fast forward, I did the 2 bags of potassium. I drank the oral potassium. I did the magnesium. They draw my blood. They were like, your numbers are worse than yesterday. You're down to a 2.3. I'm like, how's that possible? Especially I just took all this potassium. It was like, yo, you are in real critical condition. You need to be admitted. So I was admitted. The ER was super packed. I had to spend the whole night in the ER. They didn't have no rooms available. The next morning, mind you, I'm still continuing to get potassium throughout the night. The next morning, they give me my room. They start me on 8 bags of potassium again. And this time it burned, but it wasn't as severe. And they told me, oh my God, like you should never just get potassium straight. You should have it diluted, blah, blah, blah. Then I had to drink the drinks as well because me being that low of potassium, they were trying to help my body catch up. I couldn't eat for like, maybe over 8 hours. I also had to get some ultrasounds. I think it's called like a renal. I don't know. I'm not a medical person, but it was basically an ultrasound of my kidneys because usually when your potassium is that severe, something's usually wrong with your kidneys. So they checked my kidneys. Everything was fine there. Thank God. Nothing was wrong with my kidneys. They moved me to the cardiac floor because my heart was still acting up. And it kind of was hurting, but at the same time, it wasn't as bad as it was when I first got to the ER. So maybe the potassium was helping in some sort of way, but according to my blood work, it was not helping. Like, I mean, my body just wasn't accepting or absorbing the potassium. I went through a lot. I think I had my blood drawn at least 10 times while I was in that hospital. I was miserable, sad because I was away from my kids, my family, and I know I got to take care of myself. Not to mention it was also Mother's Day weekend. My first Mother's Day without my mom. If you're new to the channel, my mother passed away in August. Then her birthday was the next day after Mother's Day. So if you could imagine how things were going for me, I was just ready to go. So they kept doing blood work. Finally, day 3, my potassium started getting better. I was out of critical condition and they still wanted to keep me for a few more days because they said it still would take a few more days for my potassium to fully catch up. Although I was out of critical condition, they still wanted me to keep me. I know y'all gonna probably get me for this, but I didn't feel comfortable. I did not feel comfortable. They've done all the tests. They couldn't even determine why my potassium wasn't absorbing. They put me through a lot of tests. They drew a lot of blood. They gave me a lot of potassium. Mind you, not only did I get the IV potassium, I was also drinking the oral potassium every single hour. From Friday night to Saturday, every single hour. Finally, after I ate a banana, for when I finally was able to eat, and in the video, I'll show you what they gave me for like lunch and breakfast and stuff, but I ate a banana and lo and behold, my potassium went up a little bit. So that's when I was like, you know what? I'm not going to sit here and wait a few days for my potassium to come up because they already told me at this rate, we just have to kind of wait. Like, we gave you all the potassium we could give you. We're going to have to wait it out. So they weren't really giving me no answers as to why, what caused this. So I said, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and go. The doctor said, you know, that makes sense, but at the same time, I'm not discharging you. So if you want to go, you can go. But I think you should wait here a few days so we can see if it ever catches up. So I decided to go ahead and go. I am still taking my precautions. I did get a higher dose of potassium pills. I am on potassium every single day. Been taking them. So I have a higher level. I'm going to follow up with my PCP, primary care physician, and also my cardiologist. I'm here now. And then I'm also still going to see a kidney specialist so we can try to get some answers. But here goes the video of my time in the hospital. Thank you guys for joining. If you aren't subscribed, please subscribe, like, and share this video. Love y'all. This burns. God. IV potassium is the worst. It burns so bad. Alright, y'all, this is how the hospital food looks. Oatmeal. Alright, y'all, so here is my dinner. Finally get to eat. I haven't ate all day besides that oatmeal and French toast that was this morning. Lettuce, tomato, and this is a cheeseburger, and it has mushrooms on there because that helps lower your blood pressure. Then I got my sherbet. I guess they gave me sherbet and pudding. And then, of course, a Crystal Light, which is right there. What's up, Eliott family? I am still in the hospital. It is currently Saturday, and I've been in here since Thursday. According to doctors, I'm not getting no better. I've had 8 bags of IV potassium so far, and like 6 or 7 cups of oral potassium, which is super nasty. The smaller bags of potassium, the other bag is the regular IV, and EKG. Well, it's not an EKG, it's like a heart monitor. Should I turn it on for y'all? Guess it's not coming on, but supposedly they know how to turn it on. I don't want to mess with it. I'm looking rough, y'all. Y'all, I'm looking real rough. I don't like this one bit. I'm ready to go home. It's super, like, discouraging knowing that Mother's Day is tomorrow, and I just want to be released, but my numbers aren't getting no better, which is kind of odd. They've run several tests. Probably should take that off. I mean, I've been poked so many. I don't mind needles, but I'm just done. And if you get a chance, look up IV potassium. It burns so bad. I mean, I was in tears, and I can take a lot of pain. That burned my veins, my whole arm to the core like no other. Severe, severe pain. Then my heart like raced because of the pain, and I guess you can go into like cardiac arrest or something. The doctor told me that my heart was acting up because potassium affects the biggest muscle in your body, which is your heart, and they were going to shock me. Thank God they didn't have to shock me. They gave me some sort of IV. I don't even know what it was, but it worked. So y'all, this is really serious. I miss my family. A-Train's holding it down, which I appreciate. And y'all, I have the truck. I drove here thinking I was going to be here for 5 or 6 hours, and here we are days later. So he's having food and stuff delivered to the house. But here's my food for the day. A banana. I love salsa. I put the salsa on there. It's a ham and cheese omelet. Some potatoes. My sausage. They gave me coffee. Rye bread. Water. More water. There's my socks and stuff. Oh, this is Crystal Light. Yeah, sugar-free Crystal Light. Yeah. And a banana, of course. And yeah, this is the room. Just watching TV. They allow one visitor. So far I haven't had no visitors because A-Train has the kids and we don't have nobody to watch them. And I have the truck. And yeah, so it is what it is. Just, I really appreciate everybody's prayers. Hopefully I get better. I really want to leave. And this is so tough because it's my first Mother's Day without my mom. And then her birthday's the next day. So I'm really going through it. Alright, y'all, so this is my lunch that they gave me. Got some fat-free ranch. I got my banana for potassium. Got me a side salad. Some water with the Crystal Light. And then some pot roast that has 0 carbs. And I think it has like potatoes and stuff under it. Or carrots. And mashed potatoes and gravy. So that's what the lunch is looking like today, y'all. Fam, I am finally discharged. Thank God. God is good. My numbers finally improved, y'all. Finally improved. This is the hospital that I was at. It's a pretty big hospital. So happy I get to go home. I'm looking rough. I'm tired. Y'all know when you in the hospital, they don't let you sleep. Y'all know that. They were having me up every freaking 2 hours or something like that. Every hour, they made me drink them drinks, the potassium. I went through all heck with the potassium in your veins. Oh my gosh, I would never wish that on nobody, for real. My eyelashes were throwing up all kinds of gang signs, y'all. It was hilarious. I called HR. He was like, I bet your eyelashes are throwing up gang signs. I was like, no, you didn't. But I finally took them off because, yeah, I'm looking rough, tired, and everything. But just wanted to follow up with y'all and say God is good. I'm finally going home. I don't know if I mentioned in the video or not. I drove here, so A-Train was at home with the kids holding it down. So now let's go home. It's Mother's Day tomorrow. So again, I don't know when this video is released, but it's Mother's Day tomorrow. So I am so overjoyed that I finally get to go home to my family. God is good.